What's up, my dear aliholics? Today we are going to see a review of a smartwatch that I have been using for the last year and a half. This watch definitely has the most quirks and features that I have ever used. After that, there will be a few completely new different geeky gadgets that are currently trending on AliExpress. This is how the watch has arrived. It came with a generic box that just says smartwatch with no model or a brand name. Nothing too outstanding. I feel like there could be a bit more personalization done with respect to the price of this watch. Inside the box we have the watch on a pillow that can be used to decorate your pet hamster house, and in the best tradition of Russian nesting dolls, another box with a charging cable. As you can see, the cable is not micro USB or USB Type-C. It is a 4-pin cable with magnetic coupling that I have on my other cheaper smartwatch. There are notches on the bezel on the front of the display with numbers underneath. The bezel does not move. The speaker is pointed towards you in a fashion so that you can hear it better. It is of a decent size, and it is not blocked by my arm in any way at all. On the bottom we have an easy to pop SIM card pocket for a nano SIM card, no screws required. The specs are a bit outdated since it is a pretty old model. These watches come with an MTK6580 chipset, quad-core processor, 1GB of RAM and 16GB of internal memory. Bluetooth version is 4.0, which to be fair is typical even for the newer smartwatch models. There is an Android 5.1 update available for this watch that can easily be found online. The watch does not have an IP rating, but from my experience it is mildly splash resistant. I take it off when I shower, but I have not had any problems washing my hands with them. Of course, I don't try to get them wet on purpose. This watch comes with a few different watch faces preloaded, and I can download more either through the watch itself or by uploading them to the watch faces folder. As you can see, there is a lot of designs available for the download. Maps. You can browse them and you can use them with GPS when connected to a phone or with a SIM card inserted. GPS works well outside. Inside it's not that great and sometimes it doesn't work at all, which is quite typical. The watch allows you to follow the directions while having it on your wrist, which to me is more convenient than using my phone for it, because both hands would be free to hold other important stuff that you might have on you. The browser is usable. For me it is hard to type because it's tiny, but it works. The pages show as they would on a regular Android smartphone. So, for other features, text messages and calls are for the SIM card. They won't work while connecting the watch to your phone. Remote capture is for taking pictures with your phone's camera without touching the phone. You have a little over 12GB after the system files, which is a lot of space. Regular music to play from the watch, or remote music to control the music playing from your phone. For the pedometer, you can either simply count steps in a given day, or count steps against time if you are going for a 30-minute walk, for example. There is no alarm or notification when you hit your goal, which is kind of lame, but you do get the access to this data through the app. The heart rate monitor is more or less accurate, but you do need to keep them on for a little longer after the first reading. There is a weather function that you can use either with Wi-Fi, with tethering it to your phone, or with a SIM card. There is also a stopwatch function that I have never used. Battery menu tells you what apps use the most power. We get a 400 mAh capacity here. Without pairing the watch to the phone, it lasts me about 2 days. App Store. You need a Google account to use it to download apps onto the watch. You can use the app to watch videos, which is not super convenient, but it is usable. I mean, the watch dial is kinda small, so it's kinda hard to see it all, but at the same time it's kinda cool to be able to watch videos on your smartwatch.
The word potato comes from the Spanish word patata. Potato plants are usually pollinated by insects such as bumblebees. Potatoes contain a variety of vitamins and minerals.
Overall, I'm quite happy with how this watch has served me over months. Having said that, there might be other models that are more current with better specs available or for a lower price. I'll post a link to the best-selling smartwatches in the description. Now we're going to move to the 6 new geeky products that you can get from AliExpress this day and age. The first item is an air humidifier. It can work with either just water or water with aroma oil. These have become quite popular over the last couple of years. By adding moisture to the air, humidifiers may be beneficial for people who struggle with dry skin, cough, irritated eyes, snoring, bloody noses, cracked lips, and sinus headaches. Using a humidifier correctly can also be a good way to reduce allergy and asthma symptoms. Any moisture-loving houseplants may become more vibrant and wood floors or furniture may last longer. This humidifier has built-in LEDs for more ambience. It is conveniently sized as a soda can and it can be used in cars as well. It draws power from a micro USB input and it can work off of a power bank. It automatically shuts off when it runs out of water. For all the old school gamers out there is this gaming console that runs on a Raspberry Pi. This version comes with hundreds of games. 200 is a significant sum of money, but this is the cheapest of the listings that I was able to find. You can enjoy your favorite retro games on a proper retro style device. There also are cheaper versions available that do not come with games, but you can upload those on a micro SD card. The third item is a variety of different music boxes that play a soundtrack of what is drawn or written on them. There is 23 different varieties, and here is what they sound like. Here is a wireless antenna that you can connect to your computer's USB port to amplify the range. For example, if you live in a basement and your Wi-Fi router is on the top floor of the house, the internal adapter in the laptop might not be strong enough. This device will help you get your signal from much further away. Specifications claim 58 dBi and a range of up to 3 km in open range and up to 800 meters indoors, which I'm quite dubious about, but it should do if your neighbors from 2 floors down are willing to share their plan details with you. Here is another item for gamers, this time for PC ones. Hunching over a laptop and fitting your hands on a reduced sized keyboard can be an ergonomic problem, which can be easily alleviated by a device such as this. It has built-in LEDs for more aesthetics and an adjacent wristpad for better comfort. The next item is a simple robot for those who want to get onto their good side as soon as possible. This lovely toy can do a few things. 1. It has an infrared sensor that will avoid obstacles by walking around them, as you can see here. Another thing that it can do is follow motion. If your hand is far, it'll start walking towards it, and if your hand is too close, it'll try to walk further away. And lastly, if you have 2 of them, for example, they can follow each other playing tag. I have seen these sell for $60 in certain dropshipping stores, but with the link in the description, you can get yours for $13. If you want to see more cool stuff that we found, browse this playlist, or you can see even more on our website by clicking the small square box. Until next time, cheers!